Hey everybody, so today I want to talk about these first and second anniversary sets that One Piece have released, and I believe the English version of the second anniversary set is getting shipped out right now. I saw a box opening of it today on YouTube. I'm pretty sure that's what I was watching, so I want to give my perspective on these. I've had a lot of people asking me about reviewing these and what I think of them as long-term investments. So to get into this, you don't get too much in these, right? And we could compare it to some Pokemon products. What I like to see in specialty products like this, I do still like to see some type of pack, right? To open cards, whether it's just promo cards and then maybe a couple of the latest sets, that's great. But only promo cards, I do start to get a bit concerned. And you have a playmat in here, you have sleeves, and I'm going to be honest, these sleeves are amazing in both of these sets. I love One Piece sleeves, especially for these promo anniversary sets, whatever you want to call them. I think they're great. The cards inside, I'm not as big of a fan of, and we'll talk about this. And the fact that there's no packs, I don't like either. So there are a couple downsides. When we look at these sets, and I'm going to focus mainly on the Japanese second anniversary, just because the first anniversary, you have a decent amount of cards, and you have a Luffy promo. Some of the other ones probably aren't as popular characters, but it is first anniversary, which we'll talk about later in this video. The second anniversary one, I think you probably have some more popular characters. We can go to the Premium Bandai website and we can see all of the cards in here. So you have a Kaya, you have an Ace, you have some other ones, Sabo in here, a Zoro card, Sanji, a Luffy, and I brought them all up because another thing I don't like about these promo cards is that they're all reprints, right? So the Kaya is from OPO3 Pillars of Strength, the Ace card is from PRBO1, but I think this was a reprint of another set, OPO2 Paramount War, right? In 2 years, this was from Romance Dawn, the Sabo was from Kingdoms of Intrigue, the Rosinante is from OPO5. I don't know how you say this guy's name, right? Guys, I'm still watching the anime. Okay, so some of these characters I haven't even seen yet. But this is from OPO5. The Zoro is from OPO6. Sanji is from OPO7. So all of these cards, the Charlotte Linland as well, OPO8. And then the Luffy was from a deck box, ST13. I believe that was the first time it was printed. All of these cards are reprints. They just have different backings. And that really frustrates me, right? If you're going to put out a product like this, at least do different artworks that aren't reprints. To me, it just seems incredibly lazy, and I think long term that probably could affect the value of some of these cards and people just wanting to eventually open them in the future, right? We've seen with poncho boxes in English, those ponchos, the only way you could get them were from those boxes, and those were never cards that were reprinted in an actual set. So even though those poncho boxes from Pokemon don't have packs inside, I believe they don't have packs. Even if they do, it's not super relevant. The only way you can get those cards were from opening those boxes. Whereas for a lot of collectors, you can just get these cards essentially from regular sets. Sure, the background's different, but I don't think that's enough to justify these being insanely expensive cards in the future. I mean, maybe. And the one thing that is going in their favor, these two collection boxes, is that the print runs on them were very small, right? You had to pre-order well in advance. I think the second anniversary Japanese pre-orders opened back in June of last year, and they closed a day later. Apparently, according to Premium Bandai website, that might not be exactly true. Maybe they're open a bit longer, but point being, you had to pre-order well in advance to get one of these. So if you have these, I would be keeping them sealed. I would definitely not be opening them. I know a lot of people are going to open them because they want to get the playmat on the inside. You get a deck box, some dice. And I was watching the opening today, the unboxing. The deck box does look nice. The playmats look nice as well. So I understand people wanting to open this product just to get those for when they play the game, and that's fair. But if you're a sealed investor or something like that, I would definitely be keeping this sealed and not trying to open it to get the promos to grade to potentially sell those. I think long term, there's going to be much more value in keeping a product like this sealed. Whereas with something like the poncho boxes, sure, there's a lot of value in keeping them sealed, but also if you open those poncho boxes and you grade those ponchos as like a 10 or a BGS 10 even, right? There's a huge premium on those and it's almost worth doing. So in the future, I would really love to see products like this, whether it's in English or Japanese. One, throw some packs in there, right? Like it doesn't take too much effort to throw a couple packs in from the latest sets. maybe the specialty set, or even just promo cards, even if you're not going to put packs in there, just put promo cards that aren't reprints, right? Like, go through the effort, create an original card. They have a ton to pull from the anime, so it's not like it's not like Bandai's starving for shots, like action shots, right, to put on their cards. To me, it's just ridiculous that they're going back and constantly reprinting. It seems a bit lazy, in my opinion. And I think if they constantly do that every single year and all you're getting is a playmat, a deck box, and then, cards with a slightly different background fair enough, it looks nicer, right? Like, I like the backgrounds of these new promo cards compared to the originals on most of them. But if that's all you're getting every single year, I really don't think it's going to be worth spending $180, $200 on them. And I think going into year 3, 4, etc., if they continue to do this, the long-term appeal of these isn't going to be as high. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. If you have them, I would probably continue holding, again, especially for the first anniversary English or Japanese, and even second anniversary, because you had to pre-order when One Piece like 6 months ago wasn't as hot, I don't think. Probably worth holding on to because the print runs are going to be smaller, less people pre-ordered, less people know about them. Maybe they want the play mats or the cards inside. But going forward, if they don't change to exclusive promos that aren't reprint cards, if they don't add something else like packs, which again, that's fine if they change up the promos. If they don't do those things, I probably wouldn't be buying these. But again, that's just my opinion. If you guys disagree and you see more value in these long term that I'm missing, obviously let me know in the comments down below. The other thing I wanted to say, my OPO5 started coming in today. Not all of it, but some of my boxes did. I'm hoping everything's going to be here by Thursday, or maybe even a bit sooner than that. I'll be able to record a video. I'm really looking forward to doing that and just sitting down and having a longer chat with you guys about One Piece investing. Thank you all for the support on the channel. It is appreciated. If you guys are shopping for booster boxes, I have affiliate links, eBay, Hobbiesville, TCG Player, free and easy to use. I get a small kickback, helps out the channel. No pressure though if you don't want to use them. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.